Okay, this is Orlando Wilson. What I want to talk about in this video is hostile environment awareness training courses. And I just had a conversation with somebody who wants to send a group for training. They need to send a group for training on a hostile environment course, but they've just been told by somebody in the past few days that they must undergo fake interrogations. To do a hostile environment awareness training course, everybody must do fake interrogations, etc., which is complete and utter BS. I'll detail more about that in a second, but there is absolutely no requirement on any hostile environment awareness training course to do an interrogation, to undergo an interrogation. To me, it's complete and utter BS. But people are out there pushing this. I take it the reason they're pushing these fake interrogations is because they're bullies, they're perverts, or they don't know anything better to do. And I'll talk more about that in a bit. Myself and Risk Incorporated, we understand a little bit about interrogation training. If you follow us along, you've been following us for how many years? We had issues in Mexico quite a few years ago because some of our training videos was leaked to the media. And we were demonstrating interrogation techniques to the students, to the guys on the course, guys and girls on the courses, because, well, to emphasize to them not to get caught by the narcos. If we could screw them up and make their people talk very quickly in a controlled environment, then the narcos would not be so nice as we were and would make them talk a hell of a lot quicker. And whatever we were doing to them in a controlled environment on a training course, the narcos would be doing a hell of a lot worse. So we include that type of thing on paramilitary courses, police courses, but we do not push that out on our civilian courses because there's absolutely no relevance whatsoever. There's one thing dealing, well, in this situation I just gave you, there's one thing training Mexican police that's going to go out and rumble with narcos. It's another thing training corporate lawyers and NGO staff that are just going out to do a job. Now, another reason for why we do not include interrogation training. Liability. We don't want somebody coming on our course and getting hurt, getting upset, and then we got legal issues. I can show you, and we do, I can show you videos that in 30 seconds to a minute, 1 second, that in 30 seconds to a minute will make it clear to you why you do not want to get captured, why you do not want to be kidnapped. So I can get that across to you very, very quickly. So there's no need to do a fake interrogation. So again, from a liability point of view, we do not want any legal issues because we interrogated somebody had their feelings hurt, or somebody ended up hurt. If people are watching this thing saying there's no legal issues, well, in a lot of places, just that you're inflicting harm on somebody is illegal. If you do a fake interrogation and hurt somebody, that person then goes and complains to the police or sues you, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. It's assault charges to start with. So think about that. And if you're a company that's sending your staff knowingly to go on courses where they're going to be humiliated, possibly hurt, etc., then you could be in legal hot water. So I'd talk to your lawyers about that. Okay? So liability is one thing. The other thing is I don't see the point in doing fake interrogations because you're never really going to be able to simulate a real interrogation. Even though from what I've seen and what I've heard, people, usually ex-military guys, get their students, shout at them, maybe push them, put a sandbag over their head, etc., put them in stress positions. Okay, that's not going to simulate you getting your teeth kicked in, possibly raped, beaten up, and tortured. So if you think being put in a stress position for 10 minutes with a bag over your head and being shouted at is going to actually replicate being kidnapped or hijacked or whatever, then you're delusional. And the people providing the training are delusional. The only people, and we've had this in the past quite often, the only people that approach us that tend to want and ask for interrogation training are perverts, BDSMers. And we generally weed them out to start with because the first thing they're asking for is interrogation training. No normal person wants to be interrogated. No normal person wants to provide that service. The only people that want to hurt people for no reason are psychopaths and BDSMers, perverts. That's it. So this is where if you want to be interrogated, you have issues. If you want to be interrogated, and I've said this to some people, and of course I said this to somebody recently, if you want that bad, then go to your local BDSM club, and I'm sure there's one in your area. If not, go find one. Go to your local BDSM club, and that's sadomasochistic sex club, and just tell them you want to be their slave for how many hours you want to be a slave for, and I'm sure they'll be more than happy to abuse you. Okay, that's more realistic than going on a hostile environment course, having a bunch of sexually repressed ex-soldiers put a sandbag on your head and call you nasty names. That's it. So hopefully from this video I've made it clear that there's no place for, there's no need for fake interrogations on hostile environment courses. One, legally, you're asking for, if you're doing them, if you're providing them, if you're interrogating people, legally you can get yourself into a lot of trouble, and there is no value to them. If you've got the time on a 4 or 5 day course, a week course, a 2-week course, if you have that much time to do fake interrogations, then you're missing out on a lot of topics that can actually keep your students safe, can keep the students safe, can keep the clients safe. Because again, on our courses, we're scrambling to cram in enough content to ensure our students are safe. And how we look at it, we want to do everything possible to prevent our students, our clients, from getting kidnapped, from ending up in situations where they could be assaulted, tortured, interrogated, etc. If it gets to the point where they are, simple, they need to comply, they need to say whatever it'll take and give whatever their names it's going to take for them to survive and walk out of the situation healthy. So I hope this puts a few things into context. To me, as I said, there's no place for fake interrogations on hostile environment courses, because all they're doing, the only people that want to provide that service, the only people that want that service, as I said, are bullies and perverts. That's it. Well, maybe not perverts, how can I put it in this political correct age? People with a fetish. So if you want to indulge your fetishes, go to a fetish club. Do not go on a hostile environment training course unless it's run by people that have the same type of fetish that you do. And there seems to be quite a few people with fetishes running the hostile environment training courses these days. So in the meantime, be good, stay safe, stay out of trouble. And again, we run serious hostile environment training courses for serious clients where, yes, our clients will be put in stressful situations, problem-solving situations, but we aim to build confidence in our clients and for our clients to go away knowing how to keep themselves safe, not just go through, not to be somebody's slave to satisfy their fetishes. Be good, stay safe, stay out of trouble.